Honorable Chairperson, the figures that Honorable Bob Wino is referring to is figures of 2022. So there has been, when Honorable Babu Owino claims that knowing how many metric tons are produced is a matter of common knowledge, it is a matter of fact, Honorable Speaker. And some of us also have an advantage of having extensively done our research on this particular matter to have the correct result, Honorable Speaker. So I don't want to be informed because Honorable Babu Owino is misinforming and disinforming.
Go ahead and wind up.
Honorable Chairperson.
Wind up.
On the other matter, Honorable Chairperson, it is important to note on EE, Honorable Speaker, on imported MDF boards, imported block boards, imported plywood, Honorable Chairperson, we are now adding 30% excise duty, Honorable Speaker, for some of these particular items, Honorable Speaker. And this is the reason. I come from a timber growing constituency, Honorable Speaker. The whole of Njoro, the whole of Molo, the whole of Kuresoi. But what has happened, Honorable Speaker, we have these imported MDF and plywood, Honorable Speaker, that are coming from all the way from China, that has made our factories uncompetitive, Honorable Speaker. So what we are saying is that we are going to be selfish as a country. We are going to protect our own. We are going to grow our manufacturing. And it is important, even if the figures about our production even it were to be correct, Honorable Chairperson, we are not stopping importation. We are saying if you have to import, fine, pay more. We have higher tax collection, and we support farmers, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Members, I now put the question that clause 36, as amended, be part of the bill. Order. Order. All members, I now put the question that clause 36, as proposed by Chair of Finance Committee. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. Members, I put the question that clause 36, as amended, be part of the bill. Last that of opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
New clause 35A.
Members, I propose the question that new clause 35A be part of the bill. Chairperson. Move to second reading.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that new clause 35A be now read a second time. This is amending Section 29 of the VAT Act by inserting the following new paragraph: that excess duty has been paid in respect of inputs used by a licensed or registered manufacturer to manufacture accessible goods. Honorable Chairperson, this is seeking to provide clarity on payment of excess duty on inputs by a licensed or registered manufacturer. So what is happening currently, Honorable Chairperson, manufacturers of accessible goods have not been able to claim the inputs they pay on the excise. So therefore, putting this provision now will make excise duty that is paid on raw materials, Honorable Speaker, to be claimable by manufacturers of accessible products.
Thank you. All members, I propose the question that the new clause 35A part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 35A be now read a second time. I put the question that the new clause 35A be now read a second time. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that the new clause 35A be part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 35A part of the bill. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
New clause 36A.
Members, I propose the question, the new clause 36A part of the bill. Mover. The new clause 36A. It's on page 15, 13, clause 36A. The NIS, Kenya Defense Forces.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that this new 36A be now read a second time. Honorable Chairperson, as you know, the people that provide services, security service in this country, that is the National Police, the Kenya Defense Force, Honorable Speaker, supplies to those institutions is exempt. However, another important entity in terms of our security operators is the National Intelligence Service. So we are now providing for supply of goods and services to National Intelligence Service to be exempt, to be treated the same as we treat for KDF and for Kenya Police.
Members, I propose the question that the new clause 36A be read a second time. I put the question. Let me hear the Honorable Mbui.
Thank you, Chairperson. You know, I've noted that there will be a drafting error because if you're going to put National Intelligence Service immediately after Kenya Defense Forces without either a comma or the word "and," then obviously that's a drafting error, so we need to correct it now.
Okay. I think the error is accordingly carried the way it's been mentioned. I now put the question that the new clause 36A be read a second time. As one other opinion say aye. As many opinion say nay. Ayes have it. I propose the question, members, that the new clause 36A be part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 36A be part of the bill. As one other opinion say aye. As many opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
Provisions relating to the Tax Procedures Act, Cap 469B, Clause 37.
Members, I propose the question that clause 37 be part of the bill. There being no amendment, I propose the question that clause 37 be part of the bill. As another opinion say aye. As one opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
Clause 38.
I propose the question that clause 38 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that clause 38 be part of the bill. Honorable Chairperson, this clause 38, as you may recall, this Honorable House last year became the first country in Africa to pass a standalone legislation on virtual asset providers. Now that we already have a law that recognizes virtual asset service providers, now we are subjecting them to procedures of Tax Procedures Act. And the amendment that we are seeking on this particular amendment is to protect the data on this virtual asset space to make sure that the way the KRA uses that data is in line with the Data Protection Act, Honorable Chairperson.
Members, I propose the question that clause 38 be amended as proposed by the Chairperson. The Honorable KJ of Dagoretti North, Dagoretti South.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank you, and I want to thank the Finance Committee, because in the hearings with the public, this is an issue that did come up, Mr. Speaker, and I want to agree with the chairperson that the movement that we are doing is in place with the new laws that we are making, and also making reference to laws that we have passed in this House up to and including the first Data Protection Act in Africa that was passed by members of this House, Mr. Speaker. And so I want to associate myself with these amendments. These amendments, Mr. Speaker, are proving a fact that this House does listen to the public. When we go out on public participation, it is not an act of public PR, public relations, Mr. Speaker. We actually do listen to the citizen, and what we are seeing in the Finance Act this year is actually a product that has gone through the process up to and including the involvement of the people and the public, Mr. Speaker. So in the sense that it does not offend the Data Protection Act, I do stand to support, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. The Honorable Mayaka.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to support this particular clause because since when we passed the VAS and it was assented into law here, it has actually been very beneficial, Honorable Speaker, because it has brought more comfort to investors, especially in the digital financial innovation space, and it has made the risk level to go down. So, Honorable Speaker, this is one particular space that we really need to support, because again, when you look at the output of cryptocurrency investment that we do in this country, we are actually listed among top 2 in Africa. So this is very encouraging, and we need to really support it as a House. I thank you.
The Honorable Ruto, CPA.
Thank you so much, Chair, for this moment. I was part of the team that went around the country in the 2 bills that have been signed to the law, the Virtual Asset Act. Chair and members of this House, we all have to agree and live to the fact that the world is changing, digital world is shifting, and now payment systems are moving from the fiat currency to the virtual asset. And it is for this purpose that we have to appreciate as a country, like what the other countries have gone, to ensure that they have legislated this particular regime so that we facilitate trade through exchange of virtual assets. And for that purpose, we have also to align with our tax laws so that out of those transactions and facilitations, revenue we're able to raise to fund our budget. So it is a good move, and it's a showcase that Kenya is compliant and is committed to move forward as a country and to move with the first world countries that have accepted the new regime of virtual asset transaction. And this one will facilitate the flow of capital in businesses, in investments across the country. So it's something that we have to support it and ensure that we comply with it and align our legal framework to this particular. Thank you, and I support.
Thank you. Honorable Mukunji.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the area of virtual assets, you find that this is one area that very many young people have embraced. Honorable Speaker, while we are looking to tap into that, Honorable Speaker, it is important also the government to do the right investments to empower and ensure that young people are able to grow in that area, especially, Honorable Speaker, the ones that actually we have not been able to provide jobs for, Honorable Speaker. Well, as I feel we have rushed to go and tap into those taxes, because, Honorable Speaker, it is actually a place that government has invested the most little money, Honorable Speaker, in the Honorable Speaker, this industry. But I feel that, Honorable Speaker, there is a need now that obviously, while we are not passing this bill on this side, the majority side and obviously the government side, the broad side is going to pass it. It is important that we do the right investment.
You will come back. Hold your thought. What is out of order, Honorable KJ?
If Honorable Speaker, Honorable Mukunji must be responsible for the veracity of the statement.
What is out of order
on this floor? The statement he's making is totally out of order, Mr. Speaker, to claim that there is no investment being made in the digital space by the Kenya government, Mr. Speaker. And Mr. Speaker, this gentleman ought to familiarize himself with the digital master plan that is rolling out digital points in every constituency. And if in his constituency is not investing, Mr. Speaker, he should say that it is in his constituency that the investment is not happening. But nationally, Mr. Speaker, there is a grand plan that is rolling out digital centers in every single ward of this country, Mr.
Thank
Speaker.
you.
And I want to call upon Mr. Mukunji to set up his digital innovation hubs. We shall equip them for the benefit of his people in his constituency. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Speaker, that was an uncalled for interruption, Honorable Speaker. And I want to say that it is not about the promises. And Honorable Speaker, we have been through this. We have seen the promise of Grammys, the promise after promise, Honorable Speaker. We have done the investment, Honorable Speaker, in our constituency. I'm actually doing very good with my digital hubs. But, Honorable Speaker, that does not tell the government to come after those young people that are trying to make a living and trying to make it. When, Honorable Speaker...
The Honorable Mukunji. Honorable Mukunji, you know you're a young man I like so much, but I would like that when you give you a chance, you be factual. It's very good to debate factually, so that when you're speaking, I don't have so many of this. You know, the Honorable Mwango, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. In as much as the government side declares that they're supporting digital content creation and the new what they call the economy, the digital economy, I would want to ask my brother from Dagoretti North, through you, Chair, what are they doing to the restraints that are being put on digital content creators from Kenya not to enter Tanzania, the likes of Jakamfine, the other digital content creators that are venturing into Tanzania, and these people are being asked and they are being declared non-grantor to Tanzania.
Thank you.
What are you how are you addressing that issue?
So
it
what
matters
happened?
when you are creating the digital economy.
Thank you. All members, we are on clause 38 of the finance bill. Honorable Mwago, a very good question, which I would like you to bring through the normal processes of Parliament. Just do a question. It's a very good question. No, it is not his job to answer questions at this point in time. All members, I put the question that clause 38 be amended as proposed by the Chair of Finance Committee. As another opinion say aye. As another opinion say nay. Ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 38 as amended be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Those opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
Clause 39.
All members, I propose that clause 39 be part of the bill, Chairperson. And I want it to be a bit faster now.
Yes, Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 39 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chairperson, this amendment relates to when you have been deregistered. You are as a taxpayer in terms of your PIN was deregistered, and you apply for reinstatement for your PIN. KRA should make a decision within 90 days.
All members, that is self-explanatory. I propose the question that clause 39 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by the chair. As another opinion say aye. As another opinion say nay. Ayes have it. Members, I put the question therefore that clause 9 as amended be part of the bill. As another opinion say aye. As another opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
Clause 40.
All members, I propose the question that clause 40 be amended. Honorable Mwenje, what is the problem? That is per se. No, members, I propose the question that clause 40 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair, clause 40.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 40 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, this is where we are exempting non-resident individuals, Honorable Speaker, when they are opening an account within financial institutions and investment banks, that we waive the requirement to have a PIN, a KRA PIN number, Honorable Speaker, because it may not necessarily be registered for tax in Kenya.
All members, I propose the question that clause 40 be amended as proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 40 be amended as proposed by the chair. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it. Members, I put the question therefore that clause 40 as amended be part of the bill. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
Clause 41.
All members, I propose the question that clause 41 be part of the bill.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 41 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chairperson, as we recall, this clause 41 is where the commissioner may, the issue of what we call pre-populated returns, or where they give you information, say you have earned this income and supposed to pay tax. Honorable Speaker, we realize that this would be very dangerous if KRA is not mandated to give you the source of the information. The doctrine of law say that no one should be self-incriminating, and the burden of proof should be on the commissioner. So now, therefore, this requirement is requiring the commissioner, when they do an assessment on you, they give you the source of the information, Honorable Speaker, and so that we're not... So
members, I propose the question that clause 41 be amended proposed by the chair. I put the question that clause 41 be amended proposed by the chair. As another opinion say aye. As another opinion say nay. Ayes have it. Members, I put the question that clause 41 as amended be part of the bill. As another opinion say aye. As another opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
Clause 42.
Members, I propose that clause 42 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair, clause 42.
Honorable Chairperson, I beg to move that clause 42 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chairperson, this amendment is just seeking to correct cross-reference errors and provide for taxpayers for administration actions safeguards, Honorable Speaker, as explained on 41 above.
Honorable Member for Kirinyaga, what's out of order?
I can clearly see clause 41A. Certainly, it cannot be clause 41. That is why there's a name to it.
Order. This is how it works, Honorable Member. That at the committee, when we have a new clause like 41, a new clause like 41A, we finish all the clauses of the bill, then we come to the new ones, which we do a second reading on first before you go to the committee. So that's okay. I think you needed that information, and it's all right. Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 42 be amended as proposed by the chair of Finance Committee. I put the question that clause 42 be amended as proposed by the chair of Finance Committee. As one of the opinions say aye. As one of the opinions say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 42 was amended be part of the bill. Will as one of the opinions say aye. Will have those opinions say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 43.
Members, I propose the question that clause 43 be part of the bill, and because there's no amendment, I put the question that clause 43 be part of the bill. Will the opinion say aye? Will the opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Clause 44.
Members oppose the question that clause 44 part of the bill. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 44 be amended as per the order paper, and this we are proposing a deletion of this particular clause, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Chairperson, this amendment relates to institutions that do withholding. So if an entity withholds tax, or if an institution is a tax withholding agent and fails to withhold that particular tax, but the taxpayer pays the total tax, then the institution that failed to withhold should not be penalized, because after all, the total tax was paid by the taxpayer, Honorable Speaker. So that's why we disagree with the National Treasury on this and takes a view of the public that this clause needs to be deleted.
Members, I propose that clause 44 be deleted. I put the question that clause 44 be deleted. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 45.
Members, I propose that clause 45 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chairperson, the committee is proposing a deletion. I beg to move that clause 45 be amended as per the order paper. This is where, Honorable Chair, when agency notice is issued by Kenya Revenue Authority, this is on the power of Kenya Revenue Authority to give you an agency notice, Honorable Speaker. This would mean that if they do an assessment on you, even before you appeal, then they can issue an agency notice to your bank, Honorable Speaker. We disagree with the National Treasury on this, support the views by the members of the public, and therefore support its deletion.
Members, I propose the question that clause 45 be deleted. The Honorable Kaluma.
Yeah, Chair, on this particular one, I wanted to request the audience of the members, because I disagree with the committee and I'm opposing this amendment. Chair, what is being proposed here, Honorable Chair, is that you will have agency notices being stayed until you are done with the tax appeals tribunal. When you thereafter appeal, Honorable Chair, you should apply for stay in the High Court. The fact of filing of notice of appeal up to whatever level you want to go should not automatically, stay, your agency notices. And what was confirmed, Honorable Chair, out of the cases that are pending in the High Court on appeals, the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court, over billions and tens of billions are being held, even if those appeals are frivolous. I was going to request the committee to drop this proposed amendment. We leave what is passed as is, so that the higher courts on appeal can determine whether or not to issue stay or not that it is automatic. So that where there is a frivolous appeal, you are obligated to pay. And I'm taking that from the fact that the Tax Appeals Tribunal is an impartial body which has heard the people, prior.
Honorable members, the Honorable Wandeto.
Thank you, Chair. And I think this was a very bad proposal, and it is sad that the Cabinet Secretary for Treasury would even contemplate doing something that is very unconstitutional. Because, Mr. Speaker, this is almost like saying, if you are arrested, you can start serving your criminal sentence even before the judges have heard you. And just in case they determine that you are innocent, you will just be released. When agency notices are issued, your property has been confiscated. Even if you win, some of the damage cannot be undone. So we are just saying that the Cabinet Secretary, at least on this one, please, don't bring things that are even unconstitutional.
Thank you. The Honorable Akili Muriu.
Thank you, Chairman. I like to add my voice on this clause. Again, purely because under our Constitution, you must exhaust the process of the law before the applicant can enjoy the fruits of litigation. Now, in instances whereby in the tribunal, the respondent, or maybe the taxpayer, is dissatisfied with the outcome, then he has right to go to the High Court and the Court of Appeal, and even possible the Supreme Court. Now, when you stifle that process, and yet is guaranteed under the Constitution, it is work infiltrated, because one will go to court, under the Constitution and declare the clause unconstitutional.
Thank you so much, Mukili. The Honorable Minority Leader.
Chair, on this one I want to agree with the amendment proposed by the Chair. And for the first time also I want to agree with the Wamunyoro group. Chair, let us even...
What is the Wamunyoro group?
Wamunyoro group is here.
Okay, go ahead.
Nowadays I am the caretaker.
Go ahead.
Chair, I am the caretaker of Wamunyoro group in Parliament. They sit behind me. I am the caretaker of Wamunyoro group in Parliament. That's the truth.
Don't go to Wamboka. What is that of order?
They are orphans. They have no people in Parliament.
Honorable Junet, can you take your seat? No, Honorable Junet, take your seat. Order, take your seat. Honorable Wamboka, what is out of order?
Chair.
Check the next mic. The one with the Cairo, yes. Order.
Honorable Chair, it is your duty as the chair to ensure that members debate with the decorum. I would want Honorable Junet, is Honorable Junet in order?
The Honorable Wandeto and Co. Can we listen to the Honorable Wamboka?
Honorable, throw them out, Honorable
Wandeto. What makes you think that you must have the mic all the time? No, the Honorable Member for Busia. The Honorable Wandeto, please, don't test my patience. I'm a very patient man, you know that. The Honorable Wamboka, go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, it is your duty to ensure that members of this House debate with the decorum. Is it in order for my leader, the minority leader, to refer to some members of this honorable House, honorable members, giving them a funny name, Honorable Speaker, by calling them Wamunyoro Group? Is that fair, Honorable Speaker? Is that fair? And can he withdraw and apologize, Honorable Speaker? Honorable Junet should withdraw and apologize. Or you can throw him out of this house.
Right. The Honorable Junet, please go ahead. No. Order. The Honorable Junet, you have two options here. You will substantiate or withdraw.
Mr. Speaker, the first and the truth is that Wamunyoro is a village in Kenya, found in Nyeri County, and it has a house where people meet and discuss things. So why are people running away from Wamunyoro in Parliament? This is a small group who behaves like a militia in Kenya that only talk to themselves and people who don't understand anything in Kenya, Mr. Speaker. Yeah, this is a militia group. Yeah. But Mr. Speaker, Chair, I want to say this on that amendment. That Chair, and I said I'm agreeing with them because KRA can issue agencies, Chair, frivolously.
So on this Wamunyoro issue, yes. Take your seat. Take your seat, Honorable Junet.
Chair.
Because this has to be clear. Take your seat. The honorable members who contributed, who are claiming to have been called wrongfully. Order. The Honorable Wakili Muriu and the Honorable Wandeto. Someone claims you belong to Wamunyoro. Do you or do you not?
Mr. Chairman, I'm in Parliament by the virtue of being a member of Parliament.
Give the mic.
For Gatanga constituency.
Order.
And my full
Give
name.
the mic. Order. On this matter. On this matter. The members who have contributed on this matter on this side, who would claim not to be or to be, are the Honorable Wandeto and the Honorable Wakili Muriu. So it is for them to respond to this matter. Please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, two wrongs do not make it right. And Mr. Speaker, the fact is very simple. Unless now we deny our names, we say there is a Kasongo function and a Wamunyoro function, then we will be equal. I want to say our Wamunyoro and the Kasongo function.
Okay. The Honorable Wandeto.
Mr. Speaker, Wamunyoro is a village somewhere in Tetu. So unless Junet substantiates what he means by Wamunyoro group. If he means people who associate with the former deputy president, yes, we proudly do associate with him, if that is his meaning. But otherwise,
Okay,
Wamunyoro
thank you.
is a village in Nyeri.
Don't rebel. Don't rebel Kibagendi. Go ahead. Use this one. Use the next one.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is working.
Honorable Chair, the regular vexatious points of order are not in any way adding value to the discourse we have. We need to make progress, and we need to ask the Linda Ruto group to stop constantly.
Now, listen to yourself. Don't rebel Kibagendi. Listen to yourself. Order. Don't rebel Junet. Proceed on the business we had on the floor.
Chair, it is a matter of fact. It is a matter of fact, Chair, with your permission, that now we have Wamunyoro group and Wamitego group. There is also Wamitego group. They are also smaller in number. They are very few. Wamitego group. Wamitego are not in parliament. They are found outside parliament. And Wamunyoro is found inside parliament, but they are few. It's a militia group that we want to deal with. But having said that, Chair, I want to disagree with my member, Honorable Kaluma. Chair, KRA can sometimes issue notices of agency without any proper audit, in a frivolous manner. Chair, if we don't allow Kenyans to appeal against that, then Kenyans will suffer. Chair,
Thank you.
There are many business people who have suffered in that manner. Even the Constitution says you are innocent until proven guilty. Even the
members,
Constitution.
I now put the
This is
question.
the only thing I agree with the Munyoro group.
Done.
And there are only 5 of them in parliament. Only.
Members, I now put the question that clause 45 be amended as proposed by the chair of finance committee. As many of the opinion say aye. As many of the opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now, this was a deletion, and therefore clause 45 is effectively deleted. Go ahead.
Clause 46.
Members, I propose the question that clause 46 be part of the bill. There being no amendment there, I put the question that clause 46 be part of the bill. As many of the opinion say aye. As many of the opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
Clause 47.
I propose the question that clause 47 be part of the bill. The Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 47 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, our committee is deleting this particular clause, Honorable Speaker. And the importance, Honorable Speaker, is this particular clause was seeking to stop manufacturers to be able to claim the overpaid input tax, Honorable Speaker. After public participation and listening to Kenya Association of Manufacturers, Honorable Speaker, we agreed that this proposal would be bad, Honorable Speaker, for manufacturers, and therefore we're supporting its deletion.
All members, I propose the question that clause 47 be deleted as proposed by the chair. I now put the question that clause 47 be deleted. Will ask that opinion say aye? Will ask that opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 48.
Members, I propose the question that clause 48 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair.
So, Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 48 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chairperson, this is where we have issues of pre-populated returns, Honorable Speaker. We agree that we need to leverage on technology, Honorable Speaker, in doing our returns, Honorable Speaker. However, we are also putting an obligation to the authority that they will have to give a taxpayer a chance to amend the pre-populated returns, Honorable Speaker, and therefore, if your populated returns shows that this is your liability, you will be given a chance to amend, Honorable Speaker, and to prove, so that we do not have KRA now coming for everyone and giving fictitious, Honorable Speaker, assessment that the taxpayer is not able to amend, Honorable Speaker. We are also putting a requirement that you have, even when you do not need to amend, we are requiring the taxpayer to be the one to accept those particular pre-populated returns, Honorable Speaker.
So basically, it's to ensure that if you're using technology and there's an error, you're able to correct the error. Members, I propose the question that clause 48 be amended as proposed by the Chairperson of Finance Committee. The Honorable Member for Nandi.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. From the onset, allow me to appreciate the committee and the people who took part in the public participation for this particular amendment. Honorable Speaker, we must honestly leverage on the issue of technology, and most importantly, Honorable Chair, we have had people who have had penalties from KRA because they did not know what to put. So the introduction of the pre-populated return has been a lifesaver, and we appreciate that it is actually given to the person who's supposed to file the returns so that they can be able to see what fits into their business and even ask for an amendment or an addition or subtraction of the same. So I do support this particular amendment, Honorable Chair.
Members, I put the question, therefore, that clause 48 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Will someone, as many of that opinion, say aye? As many of the opinion say nay? Ayes have it. Members, I put the question, therefore, that clause 48 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of that opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Clause 49.
Members, I propose the question that clause 49 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause 49 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Chair, this is where the proposal on the bill was to delete the exclusion of public holidays and weekends on the days that are calculated by Kenya Revenue Authority. Honorable Chairperson, witnesses of taxpayers that appeared before us were telling us, for example, on a Friday, sometimes the system is down, and therefore you're not able to do your filing or your amendments until on Monday. And therefore, therefore it's important that we exclude these particular weekends, Honorable Speaker, and public holidays, so that it's also fair to the taxpayer, Honorable Speaker.
Members, I propose the question that clause 49 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Members, I put the question that clause 49 be amended as proposed by the Chair. As many other opinions say aye. As many other opinions say nay. Ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that the clause 49 is a deletion, so we don't have to include in the bill. Next clause.
Clause 50.
Members, I propose the question that clause 50 is part of the bill. Honorable Chair. Clause 50.
Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that clause 50 be amended as per the order paper. Honorable Speaker, this particular provision, again, came from our amendments, was informed by the members of the public, where the penalty that was being recommended for failure to, where we're saying where the Commission is not satisfied by the reasons given under Section 2, the taxpayer shall be liable to pay the higher of the following: 2 times the value of tax due. Honorable Chair, giving penalties of double the tax due, Honorable Speaker, is unfair. Is not a good proposal at all, and therefore we are recommending this amendment to now be 5% of the tax due, Honorable Chair.
I propose the question that clause 50 be amended as proposed by the Chair. Honorable Wundo.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, and let me thank you, the committee, for being extremely reasonable. This was punitive. I have never seen such a punitive arrangement like what you are proposing here. You can fail to do these things not by intentionally, by accident, by failure of something like that. Honestly speaking, thanks for listening, but again we keep on asking. Whoever drafted this bill is not a Kenyan. He's not a Kenyan. He does not have Kenya at heart. Thank you.
Honorable Junet, what is out of order now?
Chair, I want to remind my colleague, Honorable Oundo, it doesn't matter who drafts a bill. What matters is what we do in this house. That is what is important. And you know, he got lost of me to Mr. Bonanchi. I want him to come back.
In fact,
there's serious indoctrination there. He's a very good doctor. Yeah, we need to come back.
No, the point to be made, other members, the point to be made, Honorable Wundo, you need to listen to this. The point to be made here is that members are not allowed by our rules to impute improper motive unless they have evidence of it. So members should desist from making statement that would impute improper motive on another member or on anything without evidence. The Honorable Murugara. You can use this. Sir George.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. A punishment must be proportionate. Sometimes it's required that we have to look at what is reasonable and what is unreasonable. I think the proposal to double the punishment was a bit unconscionable. And now we feel we've agreed with the population of Kenya that what is reasonable is what is being proposed by the chairman, and we thank him. Number two, for this house, remember there are various ways they bring laws here, whether they come from the Star Chamber, which is known in history, it doesn't matter. What matters is what we do as the representatives of the people, which is what we are doing now. Thank you very much. I support.
You know, Honorable Speaker, I was standing on a point of order when Honorable Oundo was speaking, and he spoke very well to support the amendment that has been done. But, you know, I was wondering, Honorable Oundo, when it comes to now voting, he votes the opposite. And don't you think that is gross misconduct? Because, and even Honorable Mbui, he supports the bill, but when it comes to voting, he votes the opposite way. He says nay. Now,
order. The Honorable Pukose, how did you know that the Honorable Mbui and the Honorable Oundo are voting no?
Honorable Speaker, you know there are just a handful of them. So I can see there by acclamation how they are shouting. Yeah, and I know how Mbui shouts and my friend Oundo shouts. So I know the two of them.
Oh, members, I
support the amendment.
I now put the question that the proposed order. I now put the question that clause 50 as amended be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 50 be amended as proposed by the chairman of Finance Committee. As many of that opinion say aye. As many of that opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Members, I therefore put the question that clause 50 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many of that opinion say aye? Will as many of that opinion say nay? The ayes have it. I hope Oundo didn't vote nay this time round. The Honorable Ichung'ot.
Honorable Chair, on a light note, the Honorable Pukose said that he can distinguish when Honorable Oundo and Honorable Mbui are voting because they're only a handful. But on this particular one, they were not a handful. It was only Honorable Mbui alone.
So at least on that one, he was right. Okay. Let's go ahead.
Clauses 51 and 52.
The Honorable members, I propose that clauses 51 and 52 be part of the bill. And because they have no amendments, I put the question that clauses 51 and 52 be part of the bill. As part of the opinion say aye. As part of the opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
New clause 41A.
Members, I propose the question that new clause 41A be part of the bill. The Honorable Chairperson, move this for second reading.
Honorable Chairperson.
Clause 41A.
Yes, Honorable Chairperson, beg to move that new clause 41A be now read a second time. Honorable Chairperson, this particular provision is a provision that is seeking to require exporters to maintain particular documents, Honorable Speaker, and maintain them for a particular period of time. What you've seen, Honorable Speaker, is some mischievous manufacturers. Instead of them being manufacturers, they become repackagers, for example. And you can remember even the case we had, I think, a year ago of edible oils, where oils were coming in this country as being called it's a refined product, but only to know to find out it's a raw material. So two problems: they get tax exemption even when they're not manufacturing, Honorable Speaker, and they export jobs to other countries. So this requirement, therefore, we require them now to have these particular import documents, so that in case the Revenue Authority needs to check with them, Honorable Speaker, they can do that.
Remember, I propose the question that new clause 41A be now read a second time. The member for Kirinyaga.
Honorable Chair, thank you. I rise to vehemently oppose this provision. Honorable Chair, what the Chair of Finance is not cognizant of is that majority of Kenyan importers do informal sourcing. They consolidate, they ship via third parties. Demanding for provision of these documents will kick out small traders and small importers in the industry and ensure that it bolsters and only leaves cartels to that importation industry. Further, Clause 4 also gives the Commissioner ultra-vires arbitrary powers to ensure that they can disregard any importer's claims unless those documents are provided. They know that the people in River Road, Kirinyaga Road, Gikomba, and everywhere where small traders import will be impeded, and this will be a barrier to importing for small traders.
Thank you so much. The Majority Leader. Majority Leader, giving you the chance to speak.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to support this amendment. And just to clarify, Honorable Speaker, this, if you look at the amendment, the way it is drafted, it is actually doing the opposite of what Mheshimiwa Honorable Njerima is saying. What has been hurting our small-scale traders in Nyamakema, in Kamukunji, wherever they are, those who import even the consolidators of goods, is because the situation as it pertains today, if we were not to do this amendment, you will be required as an importer of goods, whether you are importing 2 cartons or a container load, to have a certificate of origin from every manufacturer of what you bring in, even for consolidators. And what the chair and the committee has done, having listened to all our small-scale traders, is to cure that problem, and that is what now the amendment seeks to clarify. And therefore I want to say, if we truly value the people who suffer because they are not importing from in bulk, and they are not importing from...
Leader, I would like to listen to a point of order, please. Let's listen to a point of order.
Honorable Speaker, the majority leader is misleading the House. I can confirm because I have been a small-time importer. There is no point where someone who is importing 2 cartons or 3 cartons needs a COO. Inform yourself. Do not mislead the Kenyan people or members of parliament.
Order. So before you come in, the Honorable Majority Leader, so the Honorable Member for Kirinyaga, what do they provide now? When they import into the country, what this document do they provide now?
If you consolidate goods, you do not require a COO. You pay VAT, you pay customs, and your goods are released to you.
What do they use? Order. What do they use? What do they use to know that
an invoice? An invoice.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman.
No. The Majority Leader was on his feet, so it is his chance yet. No, you're going to come in. Okay, do you want to be informed by the chair?
The chair can inform me.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, Honorable Chairperson, that is why it is very important to take your time to read. And I mean to read. Section 44A of the Tax Procedures Act currently states as follows, and this is the law. This section applies to all goods imported into Kenya. No person shall import any goods into Kenya without presenting a valid certificate of origin to the commissioner or an authorized officer. That is the law. So if the honorable member has been importing without a certificate of origin,
she says with an invoice.
She has been a smuggler.
With an invoice. Okay, Honorable Chunga, please proceed to wind up your...
Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker,
order.
If you can
allow members to also contribute. The Honorable Order, the member for Kirinyaga. You have debated well. You've raised a point of order. I've given you a chance. Let Honorable Majid also have their chance, please. Go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, you know earlier, Honorable Chair, the Speaker, when the substantive Speaker was here, he said, he quoted Shakespeare. Was it Shakespeare? Yes. And said, the law is an ass. The Honorable Njeri Maina is a lawyer. The chair of finance is an FCPA. But in CPA, when we are going through our CPA studies, we also study a bit of commercial law. Thank you, Chair, for informing me and educating those of us who are not lawyers, and even including the lawyers who may not have read the law on the provisions of the law, because that is a fact as it is. Honorable Chair, number two, before the Honorable Njeri Maina was born, I was trading in Nyamakema, Pilot Corner on Duruma Road, as a small-scale importer. So I am speaking from experience, and what the chair has said is indeed true. And this amendment is now making it easier for our small-scale importers, leave alone the big importers who can get from manufacturers easily certificates of origin. The small-scale Nyamakema importers, these are the people we are helping. And this amendment came from public participation when the chair and the committee, because I observe the public participation. Why would you want to deny those small-scale traders in Nyamakema? The leader of minority wants to inform me, Honorable Chair, I can oblige to that information.
The minority leader.
Chair, I want to inform the majority leader that one of the problems that we faced in the last election, and people, we could not get any votes in your area where you do butchery work, is because the former regime introduced and told small-scale traders and consolidators to bring certificate of origin. This government is addressing that. They want people to bring their goods, the small group, without any hiccups, without any problems. Instead of this Wamitego and Omunyoro group appreciating that, they are still making noise.
Please wind up.
Honorable Chair, as I wind up, what the Honorable Junet says is indeed true.
Which one? That you are a butcher man or what?
Yes, all of them.
Okay.
When I left Nyamakema, I also ran a butchery in Kikuyu Town, and I am still a meat trader to date.
Okay.
And I am very proud of that, because even my late father was a meat trader all his life. Honorable Chair, I wanted to agree with the Honorable Junet. Indeed, last month, a relatively middle-aged man, because he wasn't young, so in his early 50s, about 45 years old, from Wemuto here, died and lost his life following an episode that he went through under the last regime, when he imported goods worth, I think, about 25 million shillings. And those goods were touched one afternoon by Fred Matiang'i, then as Cabinet Secretary for Interior. That man suffered, slipped into depression, got a lot of other complications, health complications, and we buried him last week in Kabete. This amendment is coming to address those unfortunate small traders who suffered under the last regime. Traders who, these people who are calling themselves the group, don't want to
take your seat.
Speak for.
Order.
You want to finish them. You want to kill other Kenyans. We cannot allow you to kill other Kenyans. The way they were killed by Matiang'i, we will not allow you.
Honorable Gisairo, what's out of order? Now give it Honorable Gisairo. Honorable Gisairo, what's out of order? Order. Use the mic next. The mic next is working.
Honorable Chair, we are here to debate and, of course, to also learn. But to learn on truthful and objective, reasoning. Honorable Chair, is it right to say that Honorable Matiang'i banned somebody's goods? That is unfactual. As a person, is there such an evidence that implicates Matiang'i in the person? Honorable Chair, you see, we can sit here listening to the butcherman, but he cannot go to that extent of naming persons directly.
That is wrong.
Point taken.
Ruto is killing people. Do we start?
The honorable Kibagendi, what is out of order? Is it the same thing the Honorable Gasairo? He's on a point of order already.
Honorable Chair, it's inappropriate for the majority leader to imply that His Excellency Fred Matiang'i, the incoming president, actually decided to ban someone's goods. Yet we know we are a few days away from.
He's on a point of order. He is on a point of order, so you have to wait for him to finish.
We are a few days away from commemorating the death of very many young people that were slaughtered by this regime.
The Honorable Kibagendi, did I order? I need to get this clear. Order. I need to get this clear from you. Did the Honorable Ichung'wa say that the Honorable Matiang'i killed someone? Now, the Honorable Ichung'wa, did you say those words? No, I've asked Honorable Ichung'wa, not you.
I was going to call you Honorable Ichung'wa.
Go ahead. Did you use those words?
What I said, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chairperson, I said a man from Kabete Mwemuto died out of depression. What I said Honorable Matiang'i did as Cabinet Secretary was touching the goods worth 25 million shillings. Why were they touched, Honorable Speaker? Let me even make my point so that I finish this debate. This is very personal to me. Because these are people I traded with in Nyamakema. They are people I know in person. I know their families. I saw the suffering that person went through. He used to live in Kitisuru. He moved to a one-bedroom house in Memuto. Honorable Speaker, why was I saying it? Because the Honorable Njeri Maina purported to be speaking for these Nyamakema traders. Why are you required to provide a certificate of origin? So that you certify that the goods you are bringing into Kenya are not counterfeit goods. Why was that gentleman's goods touched on the 23rd of January 2018? Because they were said to be counterfeit and no verification had been done. These are the painful episodes I'm talking about when Junet said that they could not get votes. It is so painful, Honorable Speaker, and I'm at pains. I would rather not even go beyond it because I don't want to break down.
Thank you.
But it would be very shameful for any member of parliament today not to protect the small traders in Nyamakema, in Kamukunji, because you want to play politics of Aminyo, I don't know.
Well said, Major Leader. Thank you. The Honorable Junet.
Chair.
Go ahead.
Chair.
Order, members, order.
Chair, can you protect me? Chair, with your permission, Chair.
You have my permission.
I really feel, Majority Leader, I really feel the pain the Majority Leader is feeling. Chair, we were in this country, Chair, when small-scale traders' goods worth 1 billion shillings were touched at the river, Mr. Chair. And it is for a fact. I was a friend to Fred Matiang'i. He was a very powerful man. That's the truth. Number two, Chair, it is true that the former regime destroyed goods using the excuse that they don't have certificate of origin, goods over 1 billion shillings, and that has killed people. People died of depression. People lost their blood.
Honorable members,
that is what this regime
I now
is
put the
addressing.
question that the new clause 41, I put the question that the new clause 41A be now read a second time. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it. I now propose the question that the new clause 41A be part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 41A be part of the bill. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it.
New clause 44A.
New clause 44A. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that new clause 44A be now read a second time. Honorable Chair, this amendment is interrelated with the new clause 47A that's coming next to address the challenge of taxpayers using the court process and to pay their outstanding principal taxes.
Members, I propose the question that the new clause 44A be now read a second time. I put the question that the new clause 44A be now read a second time. As one of the opinion say aye. As many of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it. I now propose the question, members, that the new clause 44A be part of the bill. I put the question that the new clause 44A be part of the bill. As one of the opinion say aye. As one of the opinion say nay. Ayes have it. Next.
New clause 47A.
The new clause 47A was amendment by the Honorable Majority Leader.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the new clause 47A be amended as proposed in the order paper. Honorable Speaker, this is in a way interrelated to the clause 45 that we just had a debate on. And the justification for this, Honorable Speaker, this amendment seeks to remedy the abuse by taxpayers who want to evade the payment of taxes using our court processes to avoid payment of the outstanding tax liabilities, and it provides very good safeguards of refund or offset of the amount, so that you do not go to the Court of Appeal or the High Court on frivolous appeals. And if you succeed with your appeal, you will get your full refund of what you had paid to KRA. I beg to move.
Members, I propose the question that the new clause 47A be now read a second time. I put the question. The Honorable Mwenje wants to say something on it. Please allow him.
Now, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker, I think we need to be serious as a House. Because this clause, and I just want to address the Majority Leader on this, this is very easy to defeat in court. Why propose a clause that you know goes against our Constitution? If you look